right, every city has a story, and every big city has and had its struggles throughout time when it comes to equality.
Yeah, on February 22nd, you are invited to take part in a very special presentation called, quote, "The History of Grand Rapids in Black and Brown, a Conversation," end quote. Now joining us, Dr. Randall Maurice Jelks, author and professor, along with Christy Bender from the Grand Rapids Public Museum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so Christy, what can viewers expect to hear about and learn in this presentation?
We are very pleased to be able to host this presentation on this coming Monday at 6 p.m. for the community. We have our three experts, of course, Dr. Jelks, who's with us today, along with two others, to give a full picture of the history of the city from a variety of viewpoints. And so people that are tuning in will not only learn likely something new, but we'll also have the opportunity with a Q&A session to ask questions of our three experts.
And those experts, those speakers, who do we have speaking at this presentation? Tell us a little bit about their backgrounds.
Yeah, so we have Dr. Jelks, who's here with us, as well as Dr. Robinson and Dr. Fernandez. And they all have been authors within the community to actually tell this story. So it will be the first time the three of them are coming together to actually have a talk together about their different viewpoints on history.
Wonderful. And first of all, Dr. Jelks, we'd like to go ahead and welcome you to the show this morning. So thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Jelks.
Good morning.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. You are a professor, obviously, so go ahead and give us a little bit of a background about you.
Oh, well, I'm a professor of at the University of Kansas now, but I taught at Calvin College for 15 years. And I'm professor of African and African American studies, as well as American studies. So, and I wrote the book African Americans in the Furniture City, The Struggle for Civil Rights back in 2006 now. I was just pondering, wow, well, that's been a long time. So yeah, that's who I am.
And you know, we know the where and the when, but why? What's the motivation? Why should someone tune into this?
Well, I think the city is full of histories, not a history. There are different ethnic communities. The landscape of Grand Rapids by its very churches tell the story of histories in this city. And so one of the things that I wanted to do back when I began researching this is to write the history of the Black community, because I went to visit a school and there was no, a student told me there Black people never did anything in Grand Rapids. And I was like, wow, I need to do something about that. And so that began my long journey of doing historical research into the kind of formation and the shaping of the Black community here in Grand Rapids, with its own struggles, but also its own resiliencies.
Love it. Very fascinating stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, so we need to get people to tune into this.
Yeah, so, Christy, she's got the details,
yeah.
Right? All right, thank you, Dr. Jelks. Appreciate that. How do people register, Christy?
This is actually a free presentation, and so as long as you have internet access, you need to go onto the museum's website, grpm.org, and register for a ticket. And we're going to send you the Zoom link on Monday during the day, and so that you can tune in. It will be webinar style, so you'll see the speakers, and you'll be able to chat. So you can ask questions. There's a Q&A at the end, but you'll be off camera, so you don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. There are almost 1,000 registration spots open, and we are more than halfway filled up. So we do recommend registering early.
All right, so let's get you registered. Mm-hmm. As you heard, you're off camera. It's fine. You can just get in and watch the show. And kudos to the museum. Thank you for hosting this presentation and for doing what you do. The history of Grand Rapids in Black and Brown, a conversation. Grand Rapids Public Museum. It's free, as you heard Christy say. February 22nd from 6 until 7:30. Just register at grpm.org.